hull integrity is critical. We're getting EMP'd by a crab squid. We've got fires burning inside the Cyclops now. It's starting to fill up with smoke. More fires down below. Creatures are still attacking us. It's looking really bad down here. Yes, we could be putting out these fires with fire extinguishers, but we don't want to. We're waiting for the final warning.
Emergency hull failure imminent.
That's what we're waiting for. We gotta get out of here now before it blows. If it blows with us inside it, we will die.
Total hull failure in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey everybody, Cougar here with a look at the new silent running update for the amazing underwater survival game Subnautica. The silent running update adds a bunch of new features to our Cyclops, including some holo displays that you can see on the bridge right there. I'm going to take you inside and show you some of that stuff in just a second. They have increased the overall health of the Cyclops. Let's climb aboard and I'll show you some of this stuff.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Got a new
systems online.
A new climbing aboard animation, which is great because the old animation used to leave you staring up at the ceiling, which was a little disorienting. So that's nice. Take you right up to the bridge. We've got a new ladder climbing animation for that as well. We've got a new look for the interior and exterior lighting buttons. This make it easier to tell when they're actually on or off. Before we actually take control of the sub and start taking a look at that stuff, I'm going to take you to the back of the sub. You can see here we've got a new holo display that shows us the health of the sub. That's the health bar right there. It comes with a built-in fire extinguisher. I'll show you. You'll see why that's important in just a minute. Also, the customization panel is now a holo display, which looks really slick as well. I'm going to take you to the stern of the ship. Back here we've got the Decoy Launcher. This is a new addition. I've already unlocked the blueprint for the Decoy Launcher and crafted a decoy. I found the blueprint for it in LifePod 4. You can also find it in Rex. Once you've found that blueprint, unlocked it, and crafted a decoy, you open the tube here and you load it in the tube. We'll launch one of those in a minute and I'll show you what that's about. The Cyclops also now comes with a built-in upgrade fabricator for this will only build Cyclops upgrades, not regular stuff. There is a shield generator, a shield for the Cyclops now. You have to unlock that blueprint as well. I've already unlocked it and I have everything I need to build it, so I'm going to go ahead and build it now. And now I'll take it around to the other side of the engine here and load it in the upgrades panel, which looks a little bit different. You see it gives you a health readout. Now I mentioned that they increased the overall health of the Cyclops. It used to be 1,000, it's now 1,500. I'm going to plug in that shield generator, and now you see the display changes as well. It shows you the shield generator status there. Got another built-in fire extinguisher back here now. Alright, take you back up to the front of the ship. Just show you some of this neat stuff here. Now you see we've got our sonar display over here. It's detecting no hostile creatures right now. There are 5 creatures that can damage the Cyclops now. They are the bone shark, the lava lizard, the crab squid, the reaper leviathan, and the sea emperor. Go ahead and take the controls. You can see that we've got a built-in compass now, which is great. The camera system button has moved from the left to the right side of the HUD. This is also where you launch countermeasures and activate the shield. We'll do that in just a second so you can see how that works. On this little display here, you've got your health on that top arc, and down below you've got how much noise you're making. Now that comes into play because noise will attract the predators that can harm the sub. You've got 3 standard speed settings.
Ahead slow, ahead standard, ahead flagged, emergency speed.
Now each one of these makes progressively more noise as you travel through the water. You can see if I start, well, let's just put it on standard for now, but watch the sound meter down there as I start to move. See, that gives you a readout of how much noise you're making. There's also this, which is
Rigged for silent running.
silent running mode. Now this makes almost no noise, and you can pretty much creep around any predators you want with this active, and you're not going to run into any trouble. Alright, there are no predators in the area just now. There are some up ahead of us, so I'm going to hold off on attracting the predators right now. Let me just show you what it looks like to activate the shield. That's pretty slick looking, huh? It is a temporary activation, and it does suck a lot of power from your power cells while it is active. It's going to turn itself off in just a second. There we go. And for the Decoy Launcher, let me just show you right now. I'm going to go to the periscope camera. The Decoy is going to launch from back here. So we'll get that set up, and now let me go back to this and activate the Decoy, and then quickly switch to the camera so we can see it pop out.
Deploying decoy.
Whoop, there it goes. Boom. Way up there. Now that will keep some predators off of your Cyclops if you're taking a lot of damage from them and want to get away. Let's just swim out there and take a look at that thing before it goes away. This is temporary as well. It will turn itself off after a few seconds. But there's the Decoy. And now what I'd like to do is intentionally destroy this thing, because that is something new that has been added as well. In the past, if the Cyclops took enough damage, it could flood and just sink to the bottom of the ocean, and even if you repaired the damage to it, it would not refloat itself. It was pretty much a lost cause. Right now, that flooding has been disabled in favor of what we're going to see happen in just a minute, but it is going to be added back in at a certain point, so you will have to deal with both fire and flooding if the Cyclops takes enough damage. And the Cyclops will now actually explode and be completely destroyed if you let it take enough damage. So now I'm gonna, you can see we've also got some new animations on our control yoke here for going down and going up. That's pretty cool. We're gonna move into, we're gonna move into some territory here where we start seeing predators show up on our sonar display. There you go. You can see we've got 3 predators. Well, there were 3, now there are 2. I think that's probably 2 bone sharks and a crab squid out there right now. So what will happen if we turn off silent running, we should immediately attract their attention, and they will immediately come over and start attacking us.
Ahead standard.
They don't seem very interested in us right now. Oop. Yep, there we go. All right. Let's keep an eye on our health bar here and see how much damage we take from these attacks. You can see it's not a lot of damage. We've got probably 2 different bone sharks out there doing a bit of damage to us right now. If I...
Warning. External hull damage. Ahead flagged. Emergency speed.
If I increase the speed even more, we'll probably be attracting even more attention. There's another bone shark over there.
Warning. Creeping attack.
Yeah, he's coming up. So we're getting EMP'd by a crab squid, and we're getting hit by bone sharks. They're taking our health down pretty quickly. Yeah, they're not happy with us. Now the Cyclops obviously will also take damage if you slam it into something. We just slam it into something and keep your eye on the health bar and see how much damage it takes. So that's a fair amount of damage now from slamming into stuff. I think probably more than these creatures are doing. Alright, we've got fires aboard right now. They're going to keep attacking that as long as I'm in it. Look over here at the display. The display is showing us exactly where the damaged spots are. It's also showing us where the fires are. We could be putting these fires out with our fire extinguishers, but we're not going to. We want to actually see what happens. But it's pretty bad down here right now. Taking some damage myself. You see the Cyclops starting to fill up with smoke. Let's take a look at our health display here. It's not going down that quickly. I'm going to try to accelerate this a little bit by slamming into the ball here. Alright. Hull integrity critical. That is the second to last warning. We're going to wait for the next. The next warning before we actually have to abandon ship. Hopefully.
Warning, critical attack.
Hopefully we can get this completely destroyed.
Detect emergency, hull failure imminent.
That's what we're looking for.
Abandon ship.
That is the final warning. We've got a few seconds to get out of here. If
Hull failure in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Well, there you have it. Now you see that as it settles, we can still get back in there. And from the inside, you can retrieve stuff from in here. What you cannot retrieve, now you may have noticed I had my prawn suit docked on here. The prawn suit is gone. Forget about that prawn suit. But all the stuff that we built in here is still here. So if you need to come in and retrieve stuff from the lockers you built, or use your fabricator to unfabricate this stuff, you can do that. Get the materials that you use to create this stuff back so that you're not losing too much. Yes, you lose the Cyclops, but you're not going to lose everything you built or stored aboard the Cyclops as well. Okay. I think we can actually get out through. Yeah, this front glass is shattered. We can get out through here. And one more thing to point out, it automatically deploys a beacon so you can come back and find your destroyed Cyclops and retrieve stuff from it after it's all destroyed like that. Poor Beowulf. It's okay, buddy. That was all in the name of science. But there you go. You see, so we've got, in addition to the changes to the Cyclops and some of the the icons changing, we've also got some graphics changes in terms of how things in the world look.
30 seconds.
Specifically, outcroppings. Basalt, sandstone, and limestone outcroppings now look different. Nice new animation on the bleeders dying there. Okay, so I mentioned that sandstone and limestone outcroppings and basalt outcroppings now have a different look to them. I just wanted to illustrate that really quickly here. Here is sandstone. See, it's a little rounder, smoother, kind of more bulbous. Here is a limestone outcropping. You see it's a little more angular. Here's one on the wall over here. Let me show you that one. So you can see limestone's a little more angular now, while the sandstone ones are a little smoother, more round looking. Okay. Another example of the difference between sandstone and limestone. But what we're looking for is salt and some uranite, because if you remember, uranite used to be kind of green and spiky. This is what uranite looks like now. It's a little harder to spot, which I think is a good thing. And there'll be some basalt around here somewhere. It is also a little harder to see, which maybe is a good thing as well. This is uranite. This is lithium now. Oh no, okay, so here's a basalt outcropping. See, it does look different than it used to. It's very easy to tell that it's not sandstone or limestone. Lithium looks different when you find it lying around now. See, there's going to be some on the island here. If we don't find any here underneath. That's basalt. Because the lithium and the basalt outcroppings now look kind of similar, I've found. Okay, that's lithium now. Now remember, lithium used to be that purple spiky thing. Now it looks, I don't know, more normal, I guess. And, but harder to pick out, you know, it's not as, it doesn't jump out at you the way it used to when it was purple and spiky. There's some hiding in the grass right there. They've also changed some of the important recipes. Some of the recipes, most importantly, I think you're going to find that, oh, those are scanner room chips. I'm looking for plain old computer chips, because this is the big deal. They've now changed computer chips, and everything needs a computer chip, right? They've now changed the computer chip recipe from requiring silver to requiring gold and copper wire, which means gold and copper are actually pretty valuable now. You used to be able to, you know, pretty much ignore copper once you had enough batteries, especially after visiting the Aurora, because you can find so many batteries and power cells on there. But now you need to be picking up and hoarding copper where you can. You also need to be picking up enough gold to keep up with all that stuff. Alright, so there you go. It's getting dark now. So let's call that a quick peek at the new silent running stuff. Take one more quick trip down to see our poor little Beowulf down here, all busted up on the ocean floor. So just to recap, 5 types of creatures can now damage your Cyclops. Bone sharks, lava lizards, crab squids, reaper leviathans, and sea emperors. You want to be wary of them when you're driving the Cyclops through an area that has any of those creatures. You probably want to be on silent running so that you do not attract too much attention. If you do attract a lot of attention, you can use the new Decoys or the shield to ward them off or distract them until you're out of the area. If you can't distract them or ward them off, they are going to keep hammering your Cyclops as long as you're aboard it, and until it catches fire and explodes and sinks. Alright guys, that does it for this quick look at the silent running update. Thanks for watching. Leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. We'll be doing some more Subnautica very soon.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.